first thing to do, I'm going to start roughly centering the faceplate that I'm putting on. This one clamps onto the jaws of my shut. So what I'm doing is roughly visually putting it where I think the centre is, and just a couple of screws at this point to hold it on. Right. Next thing is to get that mounted to the lathe. This is the same trick that they use to balance your tyres. But this square on there, lock it into place. Right, well, this is going to be the greatest demonstration. There we go, so it's got a natural balance point with the weight there. I have to say we've got this on pretty well the first time, but we can probably improve it. So I'm going to mark a vertical line on the bottom of the bowl there and take it off. Now, unlike balancing a car tyre where you can't move the hub, here effectively we can. So I'm going to shift the centre. So what I've got is a mark here showing me where the bottom of the weight was, every side of the bowl. And what I have to do so what I've done is my mark, and what I've done is move the plate down very slightly because we were very close to balance the first time. I did rather well there, blind guess. So what we're going to do now is remount it to the lathe, check the balance again, see if we've got it pretty well stabilised, and then we can start turning. I'm going to actually outboard turn this. This is where I learnt the trick, or worked out the trick of doing this, because this will not fit above the bed of the lathe. So, in fact, it's still got a bit of a down bit of weight, so I'm going to mark that again. A little cross on this time so I can tell which mark's which. And bring it back off the lathe. So you've just got to do this a number of times. Woo. So you can see now that was the original mark, and now we need to go actually back a little bit away. Probably would be better leaving it where it was, to be honest. But let's reposition it again. So just take out the screws. Must learn not to talk over the drill. And I've moved that so little. In fact, what I'm going to do is put it back on its original marks, but you get the general idea. Fiddle with this as long as you want, but I'm going to declare my original mounting was good enough, and I've not gained enough by shifting it around. On the previous bottle I turned out to spend 2 or 3 attempts to get this right, and of course before I actually start turning, because this is a relatively small faceplate, I'm going to put the 8 screws in, and then we'll see what it looks like actually on the lathe and how well it turns. One of the design problems of this lathe is it only runs down to about 750 RPM, which means if you get it too far out of balance when you chuck something up, the whole lathe just shakes violently. I've weighed it down with a load of logs to try and make it work as well as possible and be as stable as possible. That's it. Remount that to the lathe. So, let's see how we've got. Yeah, it's got a slight bias, but actually getting it completely without one would be pretty well impossible. Okay. Just because we're turning such a large piece, I'm just going to make sure that really is on good and tight. Right, let's fire it up and see how it goes. Before Which I've still left it set on quite a high pace. I'm just going to have to run the speed down. Doesn't like starting this way. I should have done this before I mounted the piece. There we go. It's down to its lowest speed. Just wait for this poor little underpowered motor. And there we go. We've got some vibration, but that is workable. Back to slow down. Right. Another difficulty I have, and this is a problem that the chuck I use causes, is because I'm having to use an extension to get out here and outboard turn it. You do get a bit of vibration, and it tends to keep undoing that lock, which is a bit of a frustration. At the moment you can see there's a bit of movement there maybe on the camera, but not a great deal. Just check, yes, we've got a slight impact. You see, even though I've tightened that up, I can actually move the arm around. If anybody's got any great suggestions about how you can solve that problem, I'll be grateful to hear. Okay, that's as close as I can get, I think. I'm going to do a bit of reconfiguration on the arm to try and get myself a little bit more space. I find where I've got handles for these that a bolt and a spanner really is the only way to get these to do up at all. Right, how are we doing there? Okay, a little bit of a nudge. Right, that's now spinning free. So I'm going to tighten it all up as much as I can, and we'll make the first cuts. One thing I found doing this is I do have to regularly resharpen the gouge. At the moment it's not too bad, so I'm going to run with that. Okay, face shield on. Time to make some sawdust. Initially cutting obviously an awful lot of fresh air. I like to get the weight off the side of the piece. I think any imbalance out there is going to add to my vibration problems, and less so over here. So let's see how we get on. When you're doing this kind of cut, I'm actually relying on what I can see over here to judge just how much timber I'm trying to work away at, and obviously I'm cutting an awful lot of fresh air at the moment and getting a lot of these little catches, which means we've got a lot of vibration. Let's see if we can work that down a bit more. see we're just starting to get the first bit of shaping into it. What I'm now going to do is take the rest round a little better to the side and see if I can work down a bit more of these corners. So again, I've got to tighten everything up good and tight. This does want something I have to do fairly regularly as well. It's just put a bit of tension back into that bolt. Okay, just want to come a bit closer. That looks pretty good. So just lock this in position. Got too close there. Yep. Okay, that's our worst corner, so let's come into that. Okay, lock it off good and tight, and off we go again. Get a bit of rest of the cut there, so sticking out there. Right, I think the gouge needs a bit of a better edge on it. It is working, but it's fairly hard work. Okay, so hopefully a little better edge on that. Let's get restarted. Safety shield down, let it get up to speed. Yeah, it's gotten a lot better. Right. Okay, I'm going to see if we can get a bit more on the speed. It's okay still. Yeah. So now by balancing it, we've allowed ourselves a little bit more turning speed. Just going to lead to a cleaner cut, hopefully. Check everything's still good and tight. It does have a habit of moving. In fact, I'm just bring it in a little. Right, so we've got the top almost in true, couple of flat spots. So what I'm now going to do, because I want to get it mounted the other way around, is to clean up this end. Now I'm hoping this is going to lead to a nice feature at the bottom of the bowl. I'm going to cut away as little as I can of that and try and make this the bottom of the bowl. It's not going to be quite central, but it's going to be close. So bring the rest round a little bit and have a bring it as far forward as I can get it. That's it. Hitting. That's pretty close. Just back that off a little bit and make sure this clamp is good and tight. You can see it's still there. There's a little bit of movement. Hopefully a better lathe might sort that out, but I won't be having one of those for a while. Okay, mask back on. Let it build up to speed. definitely getting there. Right, well, you get the general idea. I'm going to turn the tenon down on there, and then I'll be able to finish the outside shaping and then turn it onto the larger set of jaws I've got for my chuck and finish it off. You can now see how quickly that's been getting into round, and this balancing technique allows you just to work without that horrible judder. The only advice I can give is keep your tool sharp, get used to the fact that it's going to bounce around a bit because you are cutting large sections where you're not contacting the wood, and that obviously gets better and better as you cut down, and we'll see what shape we end up with. Hopefully see you on the next video. Enjoy.